All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, first off and foremost. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Karkadash. Barakatum to Yahakim. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations once again to the elect. Hopping straight into this, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Through the spirit, just a couple of words on Elder Apostle Tahar and his elder, Ahrayah. All right. So, me personally, one thing about the old school and all those days, hey, I wasn't around during those days, So I don't speak of them as if I do, They ain't my lot, all right? But nonetheless, all right, the example that is presented between Elder Apostle Tahar and his elder, and does it links up spiritually with how a man of the Lord is supposed to be with their elder, whether he's in the right or the wrong, all right? And all this is contained in the law of Yahweh by Shemel Shai, all right? Okay, because the scripture says, speak not evil of thy ruler. To you scoffers, I don't care how y'all want to look at that verse. Because if it was the same back then, it's the same today. All right? You can say, well, who's the ruler? Man, we know what's going on. All right? At one point in time, this was the man leading Israel. Okay? All right? And I'm speaking of Elder Apostles Tahar's elder, which was around with, the elder Mashar, as they called him, all right, and so on and so forth. So he was one of the leaders of Israel at one point in time, all right? So regardless, going back to that law, it says, speak not evil of thy ruler. Because that's the same thing Paul got cut with. Well, Paul cut himself with in Corinthians when he talked down to the high priest. All right? And although the high priest was being wicked, all right, Paul knew the law at the end of the day. All right? Example of King David and Saul. You brothers can look up these stories for yourself because I'm probably just going to deal with this Sirach. All right? It hurted David's heart when he cut the skirt of Saul. The Lord laid Saul's life in David's hands multiple of times. And David didn't do it. So how great is that? All right? That's the code we follow, man. All right? And the Lord will judge in the end, man. So looking at the relationship between Elder Apostle Tahar and his elder Ahrayah, all right, that was spiritual and heavy as fuck, which a lot of you assholes didn't even see. All right? And then you turn around to today's page and you see how a lot of these novices have bucked up and talked shit and didn't consider the law, man. The same thing you niggas rave up and down about. You didn't consider the law. All right? So I'm about to read this, man. This is Sirach 3:10. All right? And how much, are they not our spiritual fathers? And yes, fuck you, scoffers. Yeah, we do have one spiritual father. But here on this earth, we do have spiritual fathers, as Paul spoke about, as the apostles spoke about, which is still true to this day. All right? So how much more is this in the spirit? Sirach 3:10, glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. Elder Apostle Tahar didn't have no honor in, his elder falling like that. Because they was looking at it spiritually. Even back then, they was looking at it spiritually. All right? All right? So he didn't have no honor in that. And he didn't dishonor him during that time, man. Verse 11, for the glory of a man is from the honor of his father. Where'd the elder apostle learn from? So take that into consideration. And even literal, your father, falls or have some type of reproach, all right? Yeah, there's nothing to honor in that. Because guess what? You are of your father, all right? Because the glory of you comes from your father. But see, a lot of this goes right over a lot of niggas' heads, man. All right? For the glory of a man is the honor of his father. And a mother in dishonor is the reproach of her children. All right? Because Paul also spoke to himself as being a spiritual mother, as in nurturing. All right? Verse 12. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth. Did King David grieve Saul? Point blank. That's a cut to a lot of you niggas. The elder apostle Tahar grieve his elder? No. Now let's look at you niggas today. Do you grieve your elders, who you once called elders? Absolutely. So you're fucking guilty. Side note, this is how you tell the real men of the Lord from you fucking phonies, man. This is the spirit of discernment. How things played out in the Bible is going to play out during this time, and we see it for what it is. We could read you niggas because we got the script already, man. That's why a lot of you niggas ain't out there doing the work. Done with the side note. Let's go back to the lesson. All right? Verse 12. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth. And if his understanding fail, which elder apostles Tahar, Ahrayah, his understanding did fall. All right? Have patience with him and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. The elder apostle Tahar is I'm still in his prime. A lot of people wouldn't say physically, but fuck it. I'll say physically too, because wisdom is way over bronze, man. All right? But nonetheless, in the spirit, you would say that. All right? Now, in the spirit for elder Ahrayah, no, it says what? Help thy father in his age. He's an older man. All right? So that little wisdom the Lord did take. But spiritually, how was they looking at it? All right, what was said? Hey, remember that chapter in Zechariah, all right? About Joshua the high priest and the dirty garments. So spiritually discerning it back then, they was already in the spirit about it. And Yahweh Ratazah, that do come to pass. Because it's going to come to pass one way or another, man. All right? Because you're going to be hoping for the prophecies to come to pass if you really believe in his faith. And that's one of them. So whoever that man it may be, is going to happen. And it's going to happen. All right? That's just prophecy. And having the Lord play it out, so be it. All right? But this is the understanding on it. These are the characteristics that would be shown on how certain men will react with their fathers failing in wisdom in that age. And a lot of you niggas didn't make that cut. All right? Because a lot of you niggas are going off. All right? It says, grieve him not as long as he liveth, and if his understanding fail, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in full strength. For the relieving of thy father should not be forgotten. And instead of sins, it should be added to build thee up. All right? In thy time, in thy time of thy affliction, it shall be remembered. Thy sins also shall melt away as the ice in fair warm weather. All right? So it's a good thing when, you're relieving your father in that old age, man. All right? Trying to comfort him. All right? So the message is out there on the certain breakdowns on the comforter. You think Elder Apostle Tahar hasn't heard some of those videos? You best believe it. He probably did. And when the Lord is ready to give that increase on the understanding and, pull that man up out of that, hey, it will be done some way, somehow. Just like how a lot of you niggas in these other camps who may be a part of the elect is going to snap out of that shit. All right? The same way that we snapped out of this shit called Babylon. So something spiritual is going to happen one way or another, man. All right? But nonetheless, all right, that's going to be remembered, man. All right? The revealing the relieving of thy father, man. All right? Verse 16, he that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer, and he that angereth his mother is accursed over Yahweh. So spiritually, yes, you niggas are cursed. All right? You got another doctrine. You're fucking cursed. All right? So be it. All right? Because you guys fit this script of being a blasphemer. Look at your doctrine. Look at your fucking fruit. All right? Now you ain't even growing. Ain't even no goddamn fruit on the tree. Now you dead. Hey, twice rooted. And what did Yahweh Shai do to that fig tree? That's you niggas, man. And that's prophecy through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And with that, hey, I pray, that was somewhat edifying. That's through the spirit, man. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, I pray this was edifying. All right, all praises, honor, glory be unto Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstones, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abad ball.